Last time we have studied what is covariance. Now the covariance formula can be also written as summation xy minus n x bar y bar upon n. So if I replace this value in this formula, r becomes summation xy minus n x bar y bar upon n sx into sy. Now we will study it further. So let us see what is sx and sy. We know that sx is the standard deviation. The standard deviation can be written as summation xi minus x bar square upon n, or it can also be written as square root of summation xi square upon n minus x bar square. These two formulas are valid here. So if I substitute this value here in this formula, the formula for the correlation coefficient will change as r is equal to summation xy minus n x bar y bar upon n into square root of summation xi square upon n minus x bar square and root summation yi square upon n minus y bar square. If I solve the numerator and the denominator, the resulting formula for the correlation coefficient becomes as n summation xy minus summation x summation y upon square root of n summation xi square minus summation x whole square into square root of n summation yi square minus summation y whole square. Now children, a question comes in our mind that when to use this formula and when to use the simple formula, and that is summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon square root of summation x minus x bar square into square root of summation y minus y bar square. So if you have the values of x bar and y bar to be integers and are of small value, you can very easily calculate the correlation coefficient by this formula. But in the case where the values of x bar and y bar are not integers, then you can use the formula for the correlation coefficient as n summation xy minus summation x summation y upon n square root xi square minus summation xi square into root of n summation yi square minus summation y square. Now we shall study with the properties of correlation coefficient. The basic assumptions for Karl Pearson's method were, that is, here it is assumed that the method is for the variables that are having a cause-effect relationship, and secondly, the coefficient r here is calculated for linear kind of equations, right? So we are having the cause effect relationship, and if we assume that it's a linear relationship, then only we can calculate the value of correlation coefficient R. Now let us study what are the properties of the correlation coefficient R. So first of all, you all know that it's a coefficient. Now the coefficient is a unit free measure. The coefficient of correlation is unit free. Second, the value of R will always lie between -1 to +1. This is the range of R. And if the range of R is at the extremes, that is R is equal to 1 or R is equal to -1, the kind of correlation here it is a perfect negative correlation, here it is a perfect positive correlation. Other thing in this, another point that is called as the change of origin and change of scale. Change of origin, you have studied in 10th standard if you remember, that if I want to have a change of origin, then basically the change of origin can be done by shifting that origin to some value. So let us take that value to be x bar. If I shift my origin to any of the points, still the value of correlation coefficient will not change. That is, the change of origin and change of scale will not affect the R, that is correlation coefficient. Now question comes in our mind, what is change of scale? Change of scale means if I am taking my value as x minus x bar and I am dividing by some scale. So let us take some change of scale to be Cx. So here it is a change of scale. When I am dividing it, it is a change of scale, and when I am subtracting it is the change of origin. So even though I change my scale or change or the origin is there, still the value of R will not change. And the next property is the correlation coefficient between x and y is equal to the correlation coefficient between y and x. These two are the same values. And the last point, if I am changing any one sign of the variable, that is if I am taking the variable sign as -x, the value of x is changed by one negative sign, then it is -r xy. If I am simultaneously changing the values as -x and -y, both the variables I am multiplying by negative sign, still the negative will be positive. The correlation coefficient will be equal to Rxy. So these properties of R you can list out. It's a unit free, the range, it is independent of change of origin and change of scale. The value of Rxy is equal to Ryx, and if I change any one value of this x and y by a negative sign, the same negative sign will be multiplied with the correlation coefficient. But if I am simultaneously changing these two values, the R will remain the same. Now, after these properties, let us understand the type of correlation that is there. So, this can be very easily understood by the number line. The number line we have already studied. What is the value of R? It will be between -1 and 1. So if I just plot it roughly on the number line, the value of R will be between this range, that is -1 and +1. Now, when R is equal to 0, that is the value of R you are getting it as 0, it shows no correlation between the variables. But the value of R is -1 or +1, it shows a high degree of correlation between the two variables, that is here -1 will show a high degree of negative correlation and the value of +1 will show that it's a high degree of positive correlation. Now question comes in our mind that what about the values between -1 to 0 and 0 to 1? So in that also, if it is a value is between -1 to 0, that is -1 less than r less than 0. It is between these two values. Then if the value of r is towards 0, it will show a low degree of correlation. Similarly, if the value is between 0 less than r, in continuation with the last video, if the value of r is between 0 and 1, that is 0 less than r less than 1, the type of correlation is again a partial correlation. But if the value of r is towards 0 from the right hand side, so again it will tell us a low degree of correlation that is there between them. Now for this, if the value of r is towards 1, then also it is again a high degree of correlation, but the type of correlation will be a partial correlation. Similarly, if you consider on the other side, the value of r is towards -1. Again a high degree of correlation, that is suppose I am getting r value as -0.978. Now this is towards -1. So again it will show a high degree of correlation towards -1. Thank you.